How's it going? It's X666X Iron Maiden. Today we're back with some more new Evergrey. This is The Beholder, featuring James LaBrie of Dream Theater. Alright, so I'm pretty excited for this one, actually. If you would have asked me if I was excited for this one, maybe, going back quite a ways, maybe then I wouldn't be. But I find James LaBrie has found his way with his voice again since he had damaged his vocal cords. Because anybody who listened to a lot of Dream Theater knows there was a certain section of time where he really after he damaged his voice, and it was just not great. It wasn't great, but he worked his way back to it. I feel anyway. I know some people probably disagree, but I feel like he's worked his way back, and seeing things working with Evergrey is quite the feature to have, I would have to say. Big name to go along with them. But I'm excited. Man. I've been waiting for this to come out since Tom had announced it on his Instagram, I think is where I seen it. And yeah, I don't want to wait any longer. The album drops tomorrow, by the way, so if you haven't pre-ordered it yet, it comes out tomorrow, Escape of the Phoenix. So you guys can pre-order that right now. Still, I imagine. If not, it might even already be out in Europe. I'm not sure exactly what time it drops. I know it's not the 26th yet for me. It's still got like just under an hour. So let's jump in and check out The Beholder. Louder. Okay, before lyrics kick in, I'm already loving this first riff is already super groovy, and I love the keyboards coming over the top with like the synth sound on top of it. It just already has like that. It's almost, I don't want to use the term wall of sound. I don't feel like this is a wall of sound so much, but for some reason I still get the same vibes as that, like the same feeling that I get when I listen to songs. Like Devin Townsend goes heavy on wall of sound. Winter Sun also does that. But I'm still getting like the same feeling while listening to it, which is why I kind of want to use it. And that's just the first 30 seconds of the track, and I'm already really enjoying this. So, first 30 seconds, fourth song we've heard, and this album's already starting to look like it's going to be my favorite album by them. It's going to surpass The Atlantic for me, which was my favorite album before this. Okay, before it gets into the chorus, I'm already really I can groove out to this all day. I love how they have that super heavy, like chugging, almost riff in the background over their like light vocals that they're so well known being able to pull off. It's just like the perfect mixture of heavy and softness that I have a tendency to go for in heavy metal. I do enjoy groups that have very clean vocals that choose to go with these kind of things, kind of like It's probably why I fell in love with Tesseract so easily, and other similar groups to them. This is gonna be a great track. I do believe that sounded like James LaBrie for the first part there. His vocals sound on point. I almost thought it was Tom at first because he's singing a little bit of a different style. Obviously, he's not with Dream Theater on this one, so it sounded a little bit different to me. But I'm pretty sure that was him at the start. I kind of want to listen to this part again, actually. I'm really enjoying this song, and I kind of want to listen to this a little bit more. See, I think it's Tom, but it's... I'm not sure. I like that. I like the chorus, man. Like it just has the right, like all the way through. It has that heaviness, but it just has that lightness with their vocal work, and I'm just loving it. I just love that mix so much. The lyric video is cool. It has a little bit of cool effects here and there, along with just pictures and that. But I like lyric videos that are straightforward with the lyrics, not ones that like have lyrics jumping in and out of all over the place, and they don't keep up with the speed of the song, and you have a hard time following them. I enjoy these ones. They did a really good job on the lyric video as well, in my opinion. Let's continue. Okay, so it wasn't James at the start at all. It was all Tom. That's at first I thought it was James LaBrie with like an effect on his voice because it had similarities a certain degree. But then the more I listened to it, I was questioning it a lot. I was like, no, I'm pretty sure that's Tom now. But I want to keep listening to the song to find out. Now I know for sure that it was Tom. And now we get James LaBrie's part. Okay, I thought he was going to be more prominent on the track, like coming in earlier, like singing along, and maybe a verse before we got this far in, but we only get him halfway in, but that's okay. Let's continue. Oh yes, trade off. It's building.
Finally
Okay, before I get into that, we have to talk about the lyrics a little bit here. Um, the lyrics are amazing on this track. It's very uplifting song. It's saying about, oh, maybe you feel alone, maybe you're feeling down is what I'm getting from the lyrics anyway. It's saying like, oh no, you'll get through this and you'll become a beholder, as they say here. You'll grow into someone amazing as long as you be yourself and continue on. On top of that, the beautiful synchronicity of their voices together and them harmonizing together was just it was just magic. Truthfully, there's no other way to explain that part. They just sound amazing together. Let's continue. It sounds like it was building into something here. I'm going to bring it back a little bit further too, just to keep getting that build. I kind of just want to hear this whole note part again. Like it's not often that I want to go back and listen to more again to pick up on more stuff in a song. I usually am pretty good, but I really want to get this one. I'm really enjoying it that much.
So many words to discover, so many more than you'll know. You'll finally leave all this hurting to never feel alone. And stand on top of all burdens, a brand new world to know. And soon you're so much wiser, and then you're free to become a beholder.
Quite possibly solo. Guess not yet.
Never felt I found my way. I feel like love. Lucky inside my enemy. Never felt I found my way out. Never felt I found my way out. Learned to never find you. Never felt I found my way out. Never felt I found my way out. Never felt I found my way out. Never felt I
I'm just gonna let it finish. Man, that was great. I'm gonna leave that there. Usually I go back off the display, but man, we're leaving that up. This is going to be a hell of an album. There is not one song they've released yet that I have not loved. There is one that we didn't do on the channel. Before anyone goes back and tries to say I didn't do it, is because I had listened to it right before coming back and starting up with the channel again. So I had unfortunately already heard it, and then not long after decided to come back and start doing the channel, so I couldn't do it on the channel. It wouldn't have been a real first-time reaction, so I really didn't want to do that. But I did listen to it, and all these tracks are amazing, like, I can't get over how much I slept on this band, even though I've known about them and have heard music from them for at least 8 years at this point. Around 8 years ago was the first time I heard Wrong. And then I listened to a couple of other tracks, and I loved it, but I didn't jump in more. It was a time in my life where I was discovering so much music, and it just got lost in the fray, and I really wish it wouldn't have, because again, we'll probably cover it on the channel, which is nice, so I get to do, more Evergrey on here. There's not a lot of bands nowadays that I can really do on the channel for bands of this caliber that I haven't already heard unless it's new material. You know, like I'm a long time metalhead and a long time music fan, so there's a lot of stuff that I've already heard. Spent way too many hours just listening to music, and this group is something special for me right now. This is like the band that's standing out to me that it was kind of like when we finally listened to Nightwish more and Rammstein. A little bit less Sabaton. I know some people will be upset about that. I apologize. Sabaton didn't hit me in the same way that Nightwish did, or Rammstein. Like those two groups, how much I slept on them. These guys are equivalent to that to me right now, but maybe even more at this current moment. Like, I just can't believe that I slept on them this long, and I'm so glad that I'm going to get to jump into them even more now, because this album is just going to be amazing. I can't wait for tomorrow when it drops and we can check out more from this album, because we're probably going to do the whole album. I'm just really excited to check it out. I just got to find time. I have to make sure I put time aside to check it out. What a wonderful track, wonderful message. And I said probably going to be a solo, and I'm actually glad they didn't. The more I thought about it, like as I'm reflecting on this song now, I think the message was the most important part of this song, and I feel like they beautifully kept it that by not having a bunch of crazy things going on in the music department, but instruments, and left it all up to the vocals to really sell this song and the lyrics. And I believe they nailed that. They nailed that on this track. And that's the major difference from the other tracks, is that I think this one's going to stay in my mind a little bit better just because of the message and the vocals, because I'm someone who really enjoys lyrics. And this one was something special. And I hope it was special for some of you as well. And hopefully you enjoyed checking this out with me. And don't forget to pick up the album if you really did enjoy it. Also, don't forget to hit the like button if you did enjoy as well. Don't forget to subscribe to know when I'm dropping more videos, especially since we'll be covering more of this album if you enjoyed this reaction. And as always, you guys have a good one. I'll catch you later.